Hey guys, here I'm going to talk to you about two very important things when you're traveling abroad, or two things that you want to do before you go abroad. And that is figure out your insurance, or your travel medical insurance, and figure out how you're going to pay for things. You want to pay in cash, traveler's checks, credit cards, debit cards, etc. Also, at the end, I'm going to show you why American Express is just awesome and why you can use it to do everything you're going to want to do in terms of insurance, paying, traveling, and all that stuff. It's really great. Now, before I get started, you may have noticed it's a little bit dark here. That's because I've decided to take care of my jet lag before I get to Europe this time. So I'm going to sleep really early in the evening, waking up really early in the morning. It's a really nice thing to do if you have a couple days before you travel that you can actually, wake up early, go to bed early. Now let's talk about insurance. So, when you go abroad, you want to have travel medical insurance in case, you get hit by a car, you're in a hospital for a week, you have $100,000 of bills, you want something that'll take care of that for you. Now, there are lots of plans. I recommend going to Google and just searching for travel insurance comparison, going to one of these comparison websites, or use the one that I used, insuremytrip.com. And what this is going to allow you to do is to compare all of those plans. So all plans, you enter some basic information, and it's going to search through and compare all of these companies here. So including the American Express one. It's going to give you a bunch of different results, so you can sort it on, I want coverage up to $50,000, $100,000, $250,000, I want low deductible, high deductible. You can pretty much just slice and dice it however you want to get the plan that's going to fit what you're doing, how long you're traveling, and so on. And I really do recommend this for searching for your travel medical insurance. And it's very important that it's called travel medical insurance because you can get travel insurance that only covers things like lost baggage. So you want travel medical insurance. You can search through lots of plans, and all these providers are going to be good for the most part, right? They're going to provide a similar service. If you can, I would go with American Express, but I will talk about that at the end. So to search for your plan, you can go to insuremytrip.com. Compare all the plans, choose the one that's right for you. Now what I did is I went with IM Global, or IMG. So IM, a little hard to see, but imglobal.com. And the reason I went with this company is because I plan to be traveling indefinitely, or I have no idea how long I'm going to be gone. They offer a really great plan that doesn't have a time limit of 45 or 30 or 60 days like many of the other companies do. It's called the Global Medical Insurance Plan. This is the closest thing to what you might have for medical insurance coverage here in the US or in your home country that you can get abroad. So you can even get a plan that covers dental and vision and all that stuff. Now, I went with Global Medical Insurance. If you're only going to be traveling for a short period of time and you want to use this company, you can go with the Patriot Travel Medical Insurance. It's going to be much less expensive. And some of these plans, so if you go to the travel insurance and you see all the results from comparing the plans, you can get for $20, $30 a month. It's really not that expensive. It's more expensive when you get a plan that lasts for a year or 6 months and has full coverage with, low deductible, high coverage amount, and so on. But it's really not that expensive, generally speaking. Now, like I said, you don't have to choose IMG. I can't really say if they're good or bad. Haven't had to use them yet. But I was able to get insurance in 2 days. So 2 full business days. I got an email with my insurance card. Just got to print it off and I'm all good to go. So it's pretty painless. Go to insuremytrip.com to compare plans. Or you can just go to IMG, IM Global, and get one there. Now the other thing is how to pay. So I've got American Express up here because really they're just awesome when traveling abroad. But let's see here. A couple ways that you might want to pay abroad, credit card, cash, checks, whatever. If you want to pay in cash abroad, first of all, that can be kind of dangerous depending on where you're going. You don't want to carry a bunch of it beforehand. You can exchange it locally, but if you go to your own bank, say you have Bank of America, if you go there, you can exchange currency from dollar to euro without any fees. and they aren't going to charge you anything over the regular exchange rate or the current exchange rate. So you can do that before you go, but like I said, you don't want to carry 1,000 euros for a month-long trip in Europe, right? What if you get robbed? So next thing, use a credit card or a debit card. If you want to do that, you're going to need to call your bank or the issuing company and let them know that you're going to be traveling abroad. So, call up Bank of America if you've got a visa with them, or call up, Chase Manhattan, Citi, whatever, and say, I'm going to these countries at this time frame. Don't cut me off, basically. Otherwise, you won't be able to spend anything until you call in. Let's see, what else? It's the same for debit cards, it's credit cards. Call the company, your bank, whatever. Let them know what you're doing. As far as traveler's checks, I wouldn't even use those anymore. Let's see. Now let's talk about American Express. Okay, so as far as paying goes, that's pretty easy. Just don't bring a lot of cash. Notify everyone. But if you want a seamless, easy to use service that will also give you your travel medical insurance for $9 a month, use American Express. So I highly recommend, if you can, to apply for the Platinum American Express card. You don't have to be wealthy to get this card. All you have to have is a decent credit score. That's it. All they want is for you to pay the yearly fee, which is a bit hefty, $450. But if you're going to be traveling a lot, that's great. It's really going to pay off. As you can see here, Airport Club Access with Priority Pass Select. And you really get a lot of stuff. Most important, from my perspective, is no foreign transaction fees. So when I used my Visa on my last trip abroad, I got 3% charge extra for every single purchase. Here, I have none. The other benefit that I really like with American Express, let's see where it is you can get your insurance through them. So you can get travel accident insurance, you can get baggage insurance, you can get everything through them. The one limitation, and the reason I didn't get it, is because the two plans that they offer are limited to a 45-day maximum travel abroad and 60-day maximum. So those two limits do apply, but as long as you're going to be traveling for less than 45 or 60 days, definitely I'd recommend getting your insurance through this company because they have great support. And really, they just have tons of other stuff. The other thing I really like about American Express, so I talked about their support. They have great, amazing customer support, but also they have offices all over the world. So if you watched the last video, I'm going to Paris first, and they have an office in Paris. So if I forgot to change some of my cash into euros, I can go into that office, I can exchange my money there. They just charge me €4.50 to do that, so basically like $5, and that's it. And they'll also help me plan my trips. I can call them at any time. They'll tell me where I am, where I need to go, how to do it. American Express is really like a travel companion. So I would definitely recommend, in addition to getting your insurance, getting an American Express. And if you have an American Express card, try and do everything through them because they really are great. If your card gets stolen, they'll replace it, send you a new one next day air. It's really an awesome company with which to work. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So if you want to go abroad, I definitely recommend getting insurance beforehand and figuring out how you're going to pay. If you can, do everything through American Express, and they're really just going to be awesome to deal with. And that's pretty much it. So in the next video, I'm going to show you the backpack I got to take across Europe and how I'm going to fit all of my crap inside of it. Everything that I think I'm going to need. So that'll be exciting. Stay tuned.